Recently, my youngest son graduated from high school, and my husband and I are finding ourselves in this interesting new season called empty nesting, which is kind of fun, but it's got me thinking a lot about what it takes to successfully launch into a new season. And I was doing some reflecting and a lot of thinking about this, and I was reminded that before you can actually embrace something new, you've got to be able to let go of where you are. You see, when I was younger, I used to do a lot of rock climbing. I know you're kind of surprised, but it's true. I did a lot of rock climbing. And one day I was out climbing with some friends and we were going up a rock face that had an overhang to it. Now, being in an overhang meant I was on the bottom side of this ledge and I was trying to get to my next handhold, but from my vantage point, I couldn't see it. And I kept trying to reach for it, but I couldn't reach for it from where I was. Now, my climbing partner could see the entire thing from where he was standing. And he just kept telling me that if I would let go of where I was and just go for it, I needed to just trust that the hold would be there. Now, I knew that he was right, but this was really scary. And I wasn't sure if I had what it took to be able to actually let go of where I was. Where I was comfortable, and I would much rather stay there, although my arms were starting to give out and my legs were starting to give out. And so there was a little bit of extra pressure saying it's time to move. So, with all of this adrenaline pumping through my body, I knew that it was true that if I did not go for it with everything that I had, I'd actually short the hold and I wouldn't be able to make it. I had to actually give it everything, let go completely from where I was in order to embrace what was next. So here I was, I rocked back on my right arm and let go, thrusting my body to the left as hard as I could so I could reach up with my left hand. And sure enough, I stuck the hold. I was shocked and amazed all at the same time. I couldn't believe it, but I did it. It was actually there. But I never would have been able to stick that hold if I didn't let go of where I was. Now, as we're continuing to come out of the pandemic and to shift into a new season, I want to challenge you to think through some of those areas that you need to be letting go of. And I kind of think about it in three different areas, three different ways that we can let go of things. So, first of all, we all have things that weigh us down. And I think of those as anchors. Anchors are things that we put on ourselves that we hang on to that can keep us from going for what's next. The second thing is chains. Chains are actually things that other people put on us that can hold us back from achieving what is next or being able to move successfully into a next season or phase. And the third thing is lids. Now, lids are a little bit broader, and I think of those as more like maybe our community or culture, some a broader spectrum of something that puts a lid that keeps us confined in the space that we're in. So it is time to shift into a new season. But in order to do that successfully, we need to let go of some things so we can embrace what's next. So think about whether you've got some anchors, some chains, or some lids that you are hanging on to that you just need to be able to break through. If you'd like some help navigating through the shift, reach out to me for a complimentary consultation. Leadership is a journey, it's not a destination. So let's journey together.